Okay. All right, Lorenzo, we're still here at the all-white party, man. Ain't no telling who you're going to run into. And look who it is. My former colleague, one of the greatest Dolphins ever.
Thank you.
Joe Rose. How you doing, man?
But thank you. It's great to be with you, man. Nobody works harder from high school up in our community than you do. In a day where we all get a little lazy in sports, you're still grinding.
Thank you so much, man. It means a lot coming from this guy. You know, of course, we all share the same radio studio. Moments ago, I just talked to you about catching Dan Marino's first touchdown pass. And you never hated me for being a Raider fan.
No.
But I remember that game. It was 27-0. Did you have any idea of what was to come?
I would have kept the football if I'd known he was going to throw that many touchdowns. The story is that I've had through the years, including at the end of his career, these guys that collect stuff came up and offered me $50,000, two different guys for that football. I wish I would have had it.
You mean you don't have the football?
Do not have it.
Oh, my God.
I never thought we were, like you said, we were getting our butts kicked pretty good. You don't exactly think about keeping a football when you're getting smacked around on Monday Night Football.
You think about the great tradition of where you guys come from. You made the playoffs every year. It was regular. And the way the game has changed, how would you guys have fared in today's NFL?
I always say this. If Dan Marino and the rest of these guys played in today's game offensively, the numbers would be unbelievable. Everything is so for the offense now. All the rules, protecting quarterback. We're going to start seeing quarterbacks playing into their 40s. It's not Breeze, not just Breeze and Brady. We're going to see Aaron Rodgers, the rest of them. If you're a really good quarterback, you're going to play into your 40s now, make a lot of money, and know you're protected. There's a very small area to hit you. And so that's it is. And down the field, you can't hit anybody. So you feel pretty confident running across the middle knowing if a guy lights you up, he's in big trouble.
Yeah, the way the game has changed, you come from the era. I remember you guys playing, again, some of the greater teams in NFL history, the Steelers, the Raiders, Dan Fouts, San Diego Chargers, and Air Coryell.
Right.
The game has changed so much, Joe, and you've been on the other side, and now as a broadcaster, you're in the game today. What do you like, what do you not like?
Well, even though I am old school and I like the old school game, I do understand CTE is a real deal. Helmet to helmet's dangerous. I do understand all that stuff, so I don't have a problem with that at all. It looks like the numbers are back up, so fans like high-scoring games. They like big plays. I just hope we don't take too much out of it where we're constantly calling penalties against the defense for accidental stuff. So, but hey, listen, the game's on the rise again. We got a lot of good young quarterbacks. So the league's been kind of fun to watch. It's been good so far.
Special group going in tonight to the Walk of Fame. Talk about it.
Well, Mark and Mark, those guys are special. Those guys are a couple years behind me, but we had so much fun on and off the field, and they're just, the Marks brothers are great, great players, so that made that really fun. Playing with them, I'm glad to see them again. Johnny Offerdahl, John Giesler, one of the great left tackles. Nobody ever talks about. First-round pick out of Michigan. Great player, and of course, Jake Scott. The old guy in the group, man. Played on those undefeated teams. You just go through, and then the new guy, number 99, right on time. Jason Taylor, big time, fourth quarter sack. JT would come through. Sounds like I'm doing another play here. But it's awesome to see him. He looks great. Looks like he could still play.
You're an icon in South Florida. You know, last one, let's talk about the radio show, man. You've been around a long time. And just as you know, you have street cred. Like brothers listen to the Joe Rose show. That's what I mean.
Thank you.
And you've been a part of South Florida for so long on the radio. How much longer? And, you know, you're like one of those quarterbacks you just mentioned. You can just keep going.
You know, we'll see. I got another year left on my contract. Probably try to go a little bit longer, but I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast on Friday nights and Sundays and stuff. I like the Dolphins to win more, but by the way, how about this Northwestern story, man?
Yes,
Carroll City and Central, who? How about, and they had to go on the road, and they're just spanking people on the road. It's been unbelievable.
So, as always, man, a pleasure.
Love
you, man.
Right back at you.
Yes,
The
sir.
best.
You heard what the man said. He knows what he's talking about. Back to you, Lorenzo.